Hope everybody is doing well today. Oh, I almost spilt it. I almost spilt it. Not good. Not good. That's my liquid gold. Okay, first person here is Queen City for love. When it comes to love, things could move forward. Okay, there may be people, places, and things that you might need to step away from or disconnect from, and then your love life can move forward pretty quickly. You have romance bringing in, cause for celebration, not looking back on the past, and relief coming in. Could be around an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that comes in. Aquarius comes up very strong around you. A wish comes true, and your luck changes around love for the better as we move through this summer. Hi, Adonis. Mega love. Mega love. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. If you're currently with someone and your relationship is well functioning, leave the past in the past. If you're not with anyone, you could have a Libra or a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may have choices and options coming in around love. Life's moving forward. Pretty good. Be wise, general. Be wise, general. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. In areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and paying off a bill of debt or a loan could make you feel relieved. Pretty good. Pretty good. Hi, Mel. Red, what's next for R and I? You have a disappointment heals and moves into the past, and communication comes in, or communication picks up. You may feel as if the relationship or situation is functioning better, or things are well balanced. You're probably going to be spending time together soon. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it, but don't be afraid to lay down the law, set boundaries, express your wants and needs. It could lead you to long-term commitment, or it may have long-term potential around it. Shantae, general. You have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around career. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You have teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. That could be helping push career forward. You're ready for it. You're laying down the law, setting boundaries. Life is coming into balance. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Hi, Zara. Red, how will his family view me? They may find you to be somebody who is well balanced, pleasant, attractive, strong, confident, independent, hardworking, and successful. Somebody who's got a good personality, or outgoing, or pleasant, fun, nice to be around. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, there's a good raise coming my way this month. I have my appraisal soon. You do have a raise coming in. I don't know how good it is, but you should be happy with a raise that's coming. Lizette, is Aries still attracted to me? Oh, thank you, KK. Yes, I believe so. I believe so. Let me wipe up. Marth, me and Greg. Me and Greg. Somebody here is showing is the Hermit in reverse. Somebody may know as if they've done something wrong, but they're not willing to take responsibility for it, and that could lead to another argument. I don't see all that much growing or changing around the situation. Death is in reverse, and you got deceit here. I would be careful with the devil. So it depends where you are in this relationship. If you're in a situation where you're looking for something to change or improve, you may be disappointed because it doesn't look like all that much is changing, but there could be arguments and things being out of balance. If things are going well now, but you've had a rocky past, things may continue to cycle. It could be a cycle that just keeps perpetuating. Like good times, a big issue explodes, and then not talking, not speaking, and then reconnecting. Things are good, going around in a circle. Aries Sun for the next 24. Aries Sun for the next 24. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief, and you could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. You may also be spending time with a Libra. Earth Girl, general love. Disconnecting from people, places, and things that no longer serve you or anything that you feel is stagnant may help open new doors. And then with perseverance and no longer holding yourself back, you got new energy coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. If you're with someone now and your relationship is well functioning, things will move forward. Slow and steady wins the race. But anything that's not functioning well or anything that's like been unsuccessful, leave it in the past and life will move forward. Katrina for today. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past, and the solution to a problem is in front of you. Before the end of the day, you'll figure it out. You may have choices and options around social activity. If not for today, you may be planning it like over the course of the week. You could have new beginnings on the horizon around work, school, or business. The world is at your feet. Dakota General. Dakota General. You have the world at your feet, and you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Make sure you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Lay down the law, set boundaries, and don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to your personal relationships. Life is coming into balance, and teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Nav, general for the rest of the month. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could be planning travel, maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure, and relief comes in around good news around like business, work, school, business. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Not bad, not bad. Red, how was I viewed last night at thee? Somebody who is happy and content. Like somebody who has a strong sense of self. Somebody who is confident, independent, attractive, pleasant. Nice, pleasant, sincere. Pretty good. Lita, how will it go when I post my business commercial? Should I post it on Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday? I feel Friday may be best. I think Friday would be the best too. Let's see what the cards say. Friday, Saturday second, and Wednesday last. Anthony, future love with C. Well, you have good potential here. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, but through communication, the relationship or situation is strengthening and you have a wish that comes true. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition. Things look pretty good here. Negativity is moving into the past. Life is moving forward. You have good potential here. Summer love. Exploring your options around love could lead you to success, and your luck is changing for the better quickly. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Listen to your intuition and don't make any decisions until you're ready. Explore your options. AA, general for this month. AA, general for this month. You've got success coming in around work, school, or business, and life could change you for the better quickly. Money's coming in and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Bella, pulled money from my savings to buy me some time and help with my anxiety. Will I get a job interview the end of June? I think that you could have more than one opportunity for job interviews between now and the end of June. There may be a couple of choices. So yeah, I understand. I totally get it. And how will my UI meeting go? It should go well. It's a little slow and steady wins the race. I don't know what that means. Like it may be something gets delayed or it takes time or there's a little delay around it. But with the Magician, things strengthen and a wish comes true. It'll go well. It just may be something that takes a little bit of time. Hi, James Jr. Well, unemployment. Okay, so that's probably what it is. You're going to get what you're supposed to get, but it might take time to get it. So it may be like, I don't know, like it's got to go through certain channels, so it may take a little time before you actually receive it. That may be what the Knight of Pentacles is. But whatever it is, you'll qualify for it. Amen for this week with O. Amen for this week with O. Slow and steady wins the race, but communication looks good. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around this situation and set boundaries if you need to. Bacon, love for the summer. Well, you have the Empress here bringing in love and money and success coming in around love. If you're already with someone, you're probably going to continue with your current partner. If you're not with anyone, you have new energy coming in. That could be a Pisces, could be fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past and life is moving forward. That's pretty good. What am I doing here with this? Beautiful one for today. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Success comes in around like expressing your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships. New beginnings are on the horizon. Lizette, what's Kasem's true intentions with me? Doesn't seem to have any specific intentions right now. He shows that things may be a little bit out of balance and things may be slow to move forward. But there should be communication coming in, and he's kind of going with the flow of things. I don't think he really knows exactly what it is he wants. But he's around, there's communication, and you may see one another soon. So that's not bad. Cinnamon for the rest of the day. Negativity moves into the past, and if you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Could be spending time with a Taurus. Life may change for you for the better quickly, or you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Maggie for the next 48. Maggie for the next 48. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life may change for the better quickly. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. That could be business related. You may be planning travel. You may have money coming in, or finances could be improving. Maybe not in the next 48, but maybe over like the course of the rest of this month. Taylor for the weekend. Maybe spending time with the Taurus or a Cancer. Cause for celebration comes in around exploring options around social activity. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Could be spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may have choices and options. A wish comes true. Life is moving forward, and you are ready for it. Pallavi, love. When it comes to love, lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like someone is overstepping. You have a love offer that could be coming in from a Cancer. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You also have Sagittarius. Perseverance pays off and leads you to success around a committed relationship. Exploring your options leads to success. You may have some choices. Alpha, General. Negativity moves into the past and life moves forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. That may be business related. You could have choices and options around social activity happening. Money comes in, finances improve, and you may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Alessandra, me and Estevan for the rest of June and July. Things look a little bit misaligned. Nothing terrible is happening. There's just not a whole lot of growth. So by the time we get to the end of July, things may be similar to the way they are now. Things may be a little bit out of balance. So having a conversation about your intentions or what you're looking for may be helpful. Things look a little slow, but okay, average. Wherever you guys are right now, that's probably going to continue. I don't see a whole lot of growth happening that quickly. Rimmel, General. Rimmel, General. You have a wish that comes true, and it could be around a new business opportunity. Maybe spending time with a Virgo. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business could lead to a little bit more financial stability. And person is bringing in love and money, or more of it, and something happens in June that makes you happy with the sun. Money comes in, finances improve, and you're no longer looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh my goodness, did I lose my spot? KK, okay, blocked me everywhere because I didn't pick up the phone when she called. Now she claims that she only has good thoughts about me. Is she lying? What are her true thoughts about me? Negative. Well, she's playing games. So somebody doesn't answer the phone, so you block them? I mean, that's a little extreme, right? Like maybe you were in the shower, or maybe you were in the bathroom, or maybe you left your phone in the bedroom and we're in the kitchen. It's a little extreme. So this behavior is going to continue. She's kind of manipulating the situation by telling you whatever is, I only have positive thoughts. How do you all of a sudden only have positive thoughts when you just blocked somebody yesterday for no fucking good reason, right? So things are a little bit out of balance between the two of you, and the behavior is going to continue. So things may be okay for right now, but something may happen next week and you're going to find yourself getting blocked again, and then the cycle is going to continue because she's playing games. New love, would it be best for me to stay with Kay or someone else instead in the fall? Well, I mean, when you say someone else, like there's always going to be a better opportunity. You know what I mean? But the opportunity to stay with Kay looks fine. You know, it's like, should I buy this car or is there a better one? There's always a better car, right? Should I buy this house or is there a better one? There's always a better opportunity. So it really depends who the other person is. Davy, general for the next 3 weeks. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Lay down the law, set boundaries. If somebody is overstepping, you have money coming in and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Not bad. Oh, you got the package? I'm shocked. I thought that package wasn't showing up. Good, though. I'm glad that you got it. Because it sucks when that happens. Susie, me and T the Capricorn. Things may be a little bit slow because you have the Knight of Pentacles. But there is communication coming in or picking up. Chariot in reverse kind of echoes the slowness. But communication is coming in or picking up, and you should be seeing one another relatively soon. Bella, will people like the designs for my brand? Yeah, it should be pretty successful. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, good. I'm glad. That's great. That's great. New love, I don't know who the other person will be in the fall. It's about who I would work with. I have a choice between Kay or someone new. Yeah, Kay looks okay. So if you're comfortable with that person, I would go with that. If you're not somebody who wants to take a risk. Because while there's always somebody better, there's also always somebody worse. Palak, career guidance, I feel stuck. Well, you may have an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle. That may be your own thing. Now, that may be something, I don't know what it is, because it's like an idea that you'll come up with, and that could bring the world to your feet. But what's nice about that is that may be something that you feel passionate about and something that you kind of get satisfaction from where you could just have a regular job that it's like, okay, this is my job, I do this for a living, but this here is my passionate thing. So that's positive. And then exploring your options leads to success. Old wounds heal and move into the past with new beginnings on the horizon that may make you feel relief. The more you put into your career, the more you're going to get out of it. Comment, will B's house suit me? It's a rental home, but it seems like the type of construction is very old. I think you'll be okay there, though. I think you'll be okay there. Yeah, I don't know what like the old construction is all about. I kind of like old things or old places, you know. I find that like that energy to be pretty interesting. But I think you'll be okay there. Martisha, messages surrounding love interest, Aqua, MW, and Cancer T. MW looks grounded and stable, and like things could be strengthening and moving forward around a new beginning. The other one looks okay too, but it looks a little bit out of balance, and it looks like he could have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Now, the Hermit isn't necessarily bad. It's like someone who takes time for themselves, but they may be a little bit emotionally shut down. It looks like right now, if I had to choose between the two of them, it looks like Aquarius is going to come forward quicker. Oh, Brenda, where'd you donate? I didn't see any money come in. Was it PayPal? Sometimes PayPal is slow. I didn't get any money. Oh, maybe it was Venmo. Let me check Venmo. Did I miss a super chat maybe? Learning to breathe. What's coming next in my love life? Learning to breathe. What's coming next in my love life? If you're not with anyone, life is coming into balance and moving forward with a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship that could be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you're in a situation that's no longer functioning well, like this shit, this may need to move into the past before life can move forward. If you're in a relationship that's well functioning but went through a bad time, leave the past in the past and life will move forward. But anything that's been like weakened, people not taking responsibility for their actions, arguments, disappointments, loss of like interest, like that shit's got to move into the past. And if there's nothing like that happening, then the new energy that comes in is an air sign and it should be well functioning. Comet. It was built long time ago, but it's a certain charm. Yeah, they always do. They always do. Do you see if I may be hidden issues like plumbing problems or other things that weren't shown to me during the visit? I don't. However, I would see if you could have somebody go in. I don't know where you live if they have them, but here we have building inspectors. I don't know how good they are, but they go in the building to look and see if everything is like safe, or at least like up to whatever the code is. I don't even know what that means, but I don't see them as trying to like get one over on you. But I always think of this when people ask questions like that. You know, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Most of the time they don't deserve it, but back in like December, it was around Christmas time, I didn't notice it. Of course, how could I notice it? Because when I park in the parking space. When I move the car, that's where it was. My neighbor said to me, "Your car is leaking oil." I had no idea it was leaking oil. It wasn't a big leak. It was just a drip here and there, but there was an issue. But my point is that if had I sold that car, I would have sold it with an oil leak unknowingly. So sometimes there's shit that we don't know it's happening somewhere and it could be a problem. And being that the place is old, I would suggest having somebody look at it if you can. But I think it's okay. I mean, the cards aren't showing anything. But, you know, like I said, somebody could have drove off with my car and then, you know, next week, somebody could have said, "Hey, your car's leaking oil." And I had no idea. Anyways. Oh, okay, Adonis, thank you. Brenda, journal for today and tomorrow. Journal for today and tomorrow. You've got the world at your feet, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and your perseverance pays off. Could be spending time with a Capricorn or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Martisha, Aquarius has piqued my interest, but he lives in Florida. Cancer T lives 4 minutes away, but he's... I mean, it's nothing's ever fucking easy, ever. It's just never easy. Well, let's see what happens with the Aquarius. The year 1998. What's next in my love life for me? Well, you might make a decision to cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. If that's the case, if you feel like you're at a point where, like, it's time for new, like I want to move forward, then you do have your luck changing for the better quickly. New beginnings on the horizon with growth, change, and transformation, plus choices and options if you're not with anyone right now. You've got a Scorpio, a Virgo, and a Capricorn coming in. If you're already with someone and your relationship is well functioning, leave the past in the past. You can expect growth, change, and transformation coming in around this situation, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. But don't settle for less than you want or deserve. And the cards indicate, like, let go of what's not working. New opportunities are coming in that, like, things will be functioning better. So let's see what happens. Depends really where you are in your love life. No, it's never easy. Nothing is ever easy. It's so annoying. So annoying. Dolphin, what company is better for my career and mental health? FM, CR, or maybe neither? Both look okay. If I had to choose one over the other, I would go with CR. Now, if you have the opportunity where you could explore your options and you don't need to take a job right now, I would say search around. See what else is out there. Jay, me and Brianna, Aries. You have new beginnings on the horizon that could lead to success. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Slow and steady wins the race. You got the Hangman here, so I wouldn't imagine that things are moving forward quickly. However, listen to your intuition and communication picks up. I would kind of let her come to you. Things are a little bit out of balance, or justice is in reverse. She may feel as if she's been treated unfairly. I would kind of give her, like, let her come to you, and I think that you may see an improvement sometime this month. I don't know where you guys are in this situation, but there should be an improvement on the horizon. Eli, what's coming in love? Might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on when it comes to love. You could have some romance heating up. Now, if you're currently with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. If you're not with anyone, you could have a couple of things going on here. First, you have happiness coming in around new energy. That may be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. With the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities, but you also could have somebody from the past returning, and you may at some point come to a crossroads where you have to make a decision. Do I want to explore the future or move back to the past? That crossroads would be yours to decide. Explore angel guidance for a better future, to better myself. So you want the spirit cards? The Emperor, Archangel Michael, organization and logic, structure, discipline, leadership. The Star, Archangel Jophiel, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. The Chariot, Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, public recognition. I mean, my advice to anyone that's looking, I mean, it's a broad question. Better future or how to better myself. The universe tends to respond. This is kind of a little twisted, I think. I had this conversation with one of my friends years ago. She bought me these 2 towels. I think she got them on Amazon, and I still have them. They're kind of starting to get a little bit worn. I still have them. And she said to me, she goes, your towels, and the reason why she knows is because, like, at hot yoga, you always bring a towel. So I would be there either taking a class or teaching a class with a kind of like a bum towel. And she's like, you know, I'm buying you these 2 towels because when you show the universe that you're worthy of something and that you're not accepting shit, then the universe rewards you more. And I get that. But my perspective at that time was, this old raggedy towel is just wiping the sweat off my forehead. What difference does it make? Like, I don't need to have, that doesn't need to be new. I could use the money somewhere else, or I could save the money. But I understood her point. So kind of along those lines, it's like, if you want to better yourself, you have to kind of surround yourself with things that are better than you have now. Like the people that you spend time with, the opportunities that you have, and the situations that you're in, and the choices that you make are going to shape the future. So this is, you become who you spend the most time with. So if you spend your time with 5 people that are successful, you're going to become successful. If you spend time with 5 people that are really lazy, you're going to become lazy, because we're like pack animals and we kind of become who we're with. And their energy is, it's contagious. So I would start to better yourself is to find hobbies and activities that you really enjoy, because you're going to find like-minded people there. And it doesn't matter if you're good at it. It doesn't matter. It only matters that you enjoy it. That's the only thing that makes a difference. If you find that you're doing something and you're not enjoying it, that's different. But if you're doing something and you're like, you know what, I'm not good at this, well, you're never going to be good at it unless you do it. So you may have to get there, but you have to find what it is that kind of feeds your soul and then like the people will come, the people will show up. Like I've made so many friends at yoga and ice skating, and I never had any intentions of going back to ice skating. I'm a fucking old lady. I'm not a figure skater, but I'm taking Avery, and there are women there that are older than me. They're better skaters than me, but they're better than me. And I'm in the group class that I take on Friday. I am by far the worst, but I don't care. I mean, sometimes I feel a little bit bad, but I'm like, you know what? Surround yourself with these people, and you're going to become them. And then you kind of start to feel a little bit more comfortable with everything that's happening. Like I saw one of the women last night, and I said, so and so had suggested that I get pads for my, like padding, in case I fall. And she said, it's like a mental thing. You know that you have the pads on, and you feel a little more confident. So I said, I'm a little self-conscious to wear the padding. And then I was like, but you know what? We're the only people there at this class. And I've been taking this class with these people for a long time. So what do I care? Like, we're all kind of in it together. And she was like, oh, don't be self-conscious. If it helps, it helps. And you become like, you're not afraid anymore because you start to feel comfortable, and whatever it is, but nothing is going to get better unless you change it. And if you find yourself always going back to the same people that aren't working, they're not going to work. It's just going to keep bringing you down. Or if you're in a group of people that don't align with you and you're trying to change something, it's just not going to work. I hate it. It sounds so cliche and like stupid, but you have to find your people and your tribe, and then things kind of move forward because you're kind of in the right place. You know what I mean. Anyway, like the worst question to be asked is it going to get better? Because the answer is no, nothing gets better. You have to make something get better. And you can't change other people, and you can't change other situations. You can only change yourself and how you react to it. And if you're in a situation like you hate your job, but you're going there every day for 100 years, which I did, until the company closed down or I was laid off or whatever happened, and I would be that person. Is it going to get better? No, it's not getting better. This is the job. These are the people that you work with. It's not getting any better. What do you think is going to happen? But you have to make the change. And I did. I was very resistant to change. We got very stuck. Anyway, let me shut up and continue. Red, general for next week. Got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You may come up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle, whatever it is, it would be positive. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, listen to your intuition. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and success comes in around work, school, or business. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Adonna's reading for V because I'm nosy. That's okay. This person could be feeling a little bit like just a little down and out. Nothing terrible, but maybe looking at what's missing and not what they have, that kind of a thing. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. They may be taking time for themselves. They have something that they do that takes up a lot of time, and it might not always be the same thing. Like it could be watching movies or binge watching Netflix, and then at some other point it may be like coloring or art or painting or whatever it is. But there's something that they do that they may kind of get lost in it, which I don't necessarily think is bad for them. It may be good for them. It may be therapeutic. They also may be taking a lot of time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And I wonder if their sleep schedule is a little off, like up all night, sleep during the day kind of a thing. But nothing bad. Nothing bad. Ruchi, I think it's better to be alone than to be with negative, unsuccessful people. Sometimes we get access to good people at the time we should be comfortable. Yes, I agree. I agree. But like I think about when I was young and we used to hang out at the bar all the time. And not that those people they're not bad people. They're not bad people. But I'm going to tell you something. You're not going in that bar ever and leaving sober. You're just not, because you know everybody there. So this guy sends you a drink. That one sends you a drink. Oh, I'm going to stay for an hour. Before you know it, you've been there 3 hours. Try to get those people out of the bar to do something else, and they don't want any part of it. That's what they do. And that's their business. That's fine. But if I continued down that road, I would still be sitting there. And I don't want that. I did that. You know, it was okay when I was young. It was okay. We went to karaoke and we had a lot of fun. But I'm older now, and I don't want to spend my life like that. But it would have been very easy for me to get stuck there, because that's what we were all doing. And then if you don't see somebody for a day or two, you're like, oh, I wonder where so-and-so is. And because that was like the place to meet. And everybody here knows each other, and we all went to high school together, or we worked together at the grocery store. So it's, yeah. So sometimes you have to make the choice to pull yourself away from that, because it's not super healthy. Or you're with people that have unhealthy habits, whatever they may be. Doesn't have to be going to the bar. It could be something else. Spending money or whatever. Whatever it is. But yeah. Yeah, spend time alone and get comfortable trying things. I told you guys that I didn't want to go to yoga alone. I didn't. I used to go to a regular yoga class, and it was in the town next door, but I would never go alone. I would go with one of the kids from my job. You know, whoever wanted to go to yoga, we would go. And then that place closed down. And the thing with hot yoga is, at least around here, I don't know if it's like this all over, the studios usually have a schedule that runs for most of the day. Whereas the little studios that weren't doing hot yoga, like you'd have like a class on Thursday night. But this one, it's like 9:30 a.m., 6 in the morning, 11 in the morning, 12:30 in the afternoon. So I really wanted to go to the hot yoga studio. And the first couple of times I went with one of the guys that I worked with. And then he didn't want to continue with it. And it was like, either I'm going to do it alone, or I'm not going to do it. And I really wanted to do it. And I had to give myself a pep talk. I'm like, nobody needs a fucking escort to go to a yoga class. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, I was a grown ass woman. Like, my great grandmother came here half deaf. I'm not kidding you. She was deaf in one ear, couldn't speak English, 18 years old, on a boat by herself from Italy to live in New York with her aunt, who I'm sure she hardly knew. And I couldn't go take a yoga class alone. I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And I'm not kidding. The anxiety I had to drive myself to the studio, to be there on time, to not get in anybody's way, to feel like I belonged there. I mean, ridiculous. But after you do it a while and you get comfortable there, it's nothing. Then, like, you come busting in 5 minutes before the class starts and you don't even think about it because you're so comfortable. But the first few times that I had to go alone, I sat there like an idiot. Like, could I go in the room? Do I have to wait? I follow somebody else in when they went in. Like, what's the matter with me? Idiot. Stephanie, how will my living situation evolve in the upcoming months? I'm staying in the same place, moving back home, or finding a brand new place. I think you're probably going to stay where you are for a while. Over the next few months, I think you're going to kind of stay where you are for right now. Sorry, the only thing that keeps me sane and stopping me from making ridiculous earth-shattering decisions. Thank you. Thank you. For anyone out there that thinks that they're fucked up, nobody's as fucked up as I am. I'm better now, but when I was younger, it was so much worse. Zara, general reading for the month of June. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, or there may be a new business opportunity that comes in that brings in happiness. Something nice could happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Teamwork is favored. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and you may be planning travel to water, by water, or around water. Not bad. Ruchi, I was stagnant in my life for 6 long years because majority of negative influences. Yeah, it's better to be alone or have a select few people around than it is to be with people that are going to bring you down. And I keep saying to myself, well, if I keep coming to this class, maybe I'll become a good ice skater just because I'm surrounding myself with good ice skaters. I mean, some of the one girl, she's an instructor, and she's taking the class. I have no business being in that class. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I feel like I learned just from watching. Anyway. Red, general on what R told his sister about me. May have said that you were like somebody who was smart and intelligent, somebody who was attractive, somebody who was like strong, confident, hardworking, successful, strong, confident, independent. Pretty good, pretty good. Social anxiety sucks. I know, me too. I have it too. Yeah, a lot of social anxiety. And I wonder why that is. Where does that come from? Oh, Jorn. I know, it would be nice to have somebody make you a cup of tea. Aw, well, I hope you feel better soon. My dad's so funny. What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about marriage. Like, we were just talking about like people's different, like people that feel different ways. Some people are pro-marriage. Some people like me, I don't really think it's important, especially as you get older. And he says, he goes, you know, I think that your marriage license should expire just like your driver's license, and you should have to decide whether or not you want to renew it again. I thought that was really funny. M and dating potential with M. There's potential. There's potential. You have the Empress here, which could be bringing in love and money or more of it. It could be a little slow and steady wins the race, but I would say there is potential for things to move forward. Let's see what happens. Ruchi next in love. You have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around love. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. You've got a Scorpio and a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options could lead to success around love. Tamana, my lover and mole blocked me today. When will he unblock me? He's setting a boundary. So I don't know what's gone on between the two of you, but the two of you are not on the same page. It may take some time because he's feeling like he's doing what he needs to do to send a message. I don't know what happened, but the two of you you're not on the same page with one another. It may take some time before you get unblocked. Butterfly A for tomorrow. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or if not tomorrow, you'll hear from somebody in the near future that you've been hoping to hear from. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition, and if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Angelus, what's coming towards me this month? A disappointment heals and moves into the past. New beginning is on the horizon. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. T-Vet for tomorrow. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and you may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Might hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news you've been waiting on. Romance may heat up. Don't be afraid to set boundaries if you need to. Lucky General. Lucky General. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and success is coming in around work, school, or business. You have the world at your feet. You might be planning travel, and somebody could make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You may be spending time with the Sagittarius. You might be coming up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle as well. M. Lourdes, does CN have a master or any specialization in management? I heard that she hasn't, and if so, she can't apply to the position of director. But I think she does have a master's. I think she does. Let's see what happens. Oh, the cards say yes. Jesna, current feelings of Abdul Wahab for wife Sedeka. May find this person to be kind, caring, sincere, somebody who is well balanced, somebody who is supportive, tolerant, and empathetic, somebody who is a loyal friend. Macy, general for today. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you may feel relief around work, school, or business. Could be feeling a little bit more financially secure. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. D for the week. D for the week. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel as if someone is overstepping. You have money coming in or finances could be improving. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Sarah, general. Maybe investing time into side business, side project, side hustle that could be bringing in a little more financial stability. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You have money coming in. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And don't be afraid to set boundaries if you feel like someone is overstepping. You might have some choices and options coming in around social activity. RK for the next 5 days. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. New beginnings around the horizon around work, school, or business. You may get good news. Teamwork is favored. Life changes for you for the better quickly, and you have the world at your feet. Maybe planning travel. The solution to a problem is in front of you. Before the end of the 5 days, you'll figure it out. Udi, that's too broad of a question. Why is everything in my life not going well? Everybody's got that same problem. Like, that's just life. It's too broad of a question to answer. Clara, general for this week. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life comes into balance. You have a wish that comes true. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You could have a new job or business opportunity present itself, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Gabs, what did Linda McCall think about the letter that I wrote about Eden? How does she truly see me? Does she know that you wrote it? Because I don't know if she knows that you wrote it. How she feels about you, she may find you to be strong, confident, like well balanced, like somebody who doesn't like take a whole lot of shit, like somebody who like sets boundaries and like knows what they want. A strong character. But I'm not convinced that she knows that you wrote that letter. T-Bet, what to expect from Jay the Gemini next time we talk? Is probably going to want to get together or talk about getting together. It's small talk and that leads to spending time together or possible like choices and options around social activity. It looks pretty good. Raymond, will F try to contact me this week even though she's blocked? I'm not convinced she's going to try this week. T-Bet, what to expect? Oh, I did that one. Mountain, how did Penny feel about the work last weekend? It was a harder day. Is she feeling okay? Yeah, she's got feeling like things have come back into balance. Cause for celebration, time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, feeling happy and content. Pretty good, pretty good. Vicky, general for tomorrow. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. Although it may be slow and steady wins the race, you may be feeling relief around something. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. You may have choices and options around social activity, and lay down the law, set boundaries if someone is overstepping. Peach, general. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially secure. You have money coming in. Maybe spending time with a Capricorn, and you should be feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to this month. Listen to your intuition, and life comes into balance. You also could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Brenda, will I get at least 10,000 K this month from the house I got for real estate investing? That could happen. Yeah, that may happen. Jorn, are my family members that have passed so close? I feel like they're very far away and doing their own thing. I would like some guidance from them, but I know it's not crazy. It's not crazy. No, I think some of them are close. You might feel like some of them are far away and some may be far away, but you can kind of call them in. If you're open to them being around, yeah, you can talk to them. Like I tell Avery all the time to talk to the dog that we lost because she's still crying over him, and I get it. Dylan was awesome. But yeah, you can kind of call them in. You also can do things that could help call them in, like putting an offering out, like grandpa like macaroons, so put macaroons out, you know, and that could kind of like let them know that you want them to come around. But yeah, and you can try talking to them. New beginnings are on the horizon. Listen to your intuition and stay open to it. So I think sometimes like we have to be open to it. Sometimes we may kind of close down a little bit. If you stay open to it, more experiences will happen. Jasmine, general for the rest of the week. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you may get some good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life's moving forward, and you're ready for it. You may get good news around business. Money may be coming in. Susie, general for the rest of the week. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Something may happen with the sun that makes you happy. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Kara, career reading. Applied for 3 temporary month jobs. Still waiting. You should hear from something. Feeling better, compensated, better respected around a new work or business opportunity. Listen to your intuition. A wish comes true and money is coming in. You're going to get something. You'll get something. Lady Sunshine, any blessings coming my way? Yep, feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Money comes in, finances improve. You may be planning travel to water, by water, or around water. May hear from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. You also could be reconnecting with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Ada, I don't know how to ask this, so I'm just going to ask it. Do people see me as skanky after what happened? Okay, not everybody is going to feel the same. But I would say for the most part, no. For the most part, no. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't matter. You know, have you ever done something and you think like you did something really bad, and then you tell somebody, and they're like, that's no big deal. You're like, I've done that too. It's all right. Cosmic, anything good coming my way in June? I've been having a bad week. You could get good news that you've been waiting on. You may be feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life changes for you for the better quickly. Priyanka, love. Leave people, places, and things in the past. Life is moving forward. So you're not with anyone right now. It's probably not going to be old energy returning. It looks like things are moving forward quickly with a new person. That could be a Sagittarius or a Virgo. You've got success coming in around love. You've got happiness coming in around love. But don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Life is moving forward. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, thank you, Ada. Thank you, thank you. 555 Virgo for the rest of the week for me. You have something happening that makes you happy around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Negativity moves into the past. And then you feel relief around like finances. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or Sagittarius. Pretty good. Mountain, did Pete just want the pictures I took, or was he trying discreetly to get my phone number to date? I think there is potential that he was looking for your phone number to date, or at least to be in contact. Yeah, I think there was more. Kimon, general. Life comes into balance. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also may be planning travel. Something nice can happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life moves forward. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, Avery's good. Thank you. She's in school now, but she's doing well. She's going to kindergarten next year. I can't believe it. Yeah, and I didn't give him my number. He asked my friend, and I didn't even think to tell him to give my number. Does he think I'm not interested? I don't think that he thinks that. I think he may not, just doesn't think anything. I don't think he thinks anything. Did you give him the pictures yet? Because if you didn't, I would tell your friend, give him my number and I'll text him the pictures, or give him my email and I'll send him the pictures. That's what I would do. But I don't think he's thinking anything as of right now. It shows it's kind of neutral. Isabella, I'm single, cards for love. There could be a Four of Cups person in your world, somebody who you may be acquainted with, or some familiar face you may have seen, and this person may step forward in the month of June. You do have a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship coming in, and it could be with a Gemini. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. You also have Sagittarius and Capricorn around. Exploring your options leads to success. I don't think you're going to be single for long. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Oh, I just got a text message. 15% off of pedicure? Huh. I may need to take them up on that offer. But it's a different place from the place that I usually go to. But 15% is 15%, right? And my feet are not good. Mihak journal for the next 10 days. Negativity moves into the past, although it may be slow and steady, wins the race, a wish comes true. Listen to your intuition and new beginnings around the horizon. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. You could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Sharon, I gave my favorite bus driver my number. Is he going to call me? I think he will. Yeah, I think he will. Lucinda, money reading for June. Money reading for June. Slow and steady wins the race, but yet there's money coming in. So it may be like slow at the beginning of the month and things improve as the month goes on. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Amy, for the next 48 for Sunny. Person's feeling successful around work, school, or business. They're no longer holding themselves back. They're setting boundaries. They have choices and options around social activity, and the disappointment is healing and moving into the past. They've got good money coming in. Brightest day, general for the week. Maybe working on a new side business, side project, side hustle, or coming up with an idea for one. Your luck changes for the better quickly. Maybe spending time with a Taurus. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders and life begins to move forward. Could be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a wish that comes true. And you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Not bad. Not bad. Adonis, what to expect in the next interaction with V? Hopefully it's not intense or impulsive. Also has the profile. Okay. impulsive, I mean, may come in out of the clear blue sky like at a funny hour, but I think it's going to be an okay communication. I don't think it's anything that's like intense in a bad way. There may be good communication. There may be, I don't know if you normally like joke around, like there may be like laughing, joking around, having a good time kind of a thing. And it may be sometime this week. But it could be at like a funny hour, like a time that's not normal or not a usual time. Oh, okay, okay. It should be like that, I think. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Starfall. General for this week. You have money coming in and negativity is moving into the past. You may be spending time with a Virgo. You've got a wish that comes true. Maybe spending time with a Capricorn. Something happens that makes you happy, and that may be like around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, whatever it is, it would be positive. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Oh, Sharon, I did answer. I said, I think he'll call. Is there anyone else here? Is Mel here? Oh, you're welcome. Okay, then I will wrap it up and I'll see you guys tonight. I'll be back on tonight, like maybe around 9 or 9:30 after ice skating. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.